Baseball season is over. The Mariners are officially in the playoffs, and we're gonna break down this week. We're gonna give a weekend recap versus the Dodgers. We are going to cover the postseason, cover every team that made it in, give you a quick little schedule breakdown. We're also gonna cover a couple important questions versus whether this wild card bye week is a good thing or not. And then we're going to finish off covering some important historic stats that the Mariners have achieved this season. It's going to be a great episode. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Mariners Daily, episode 10. My name is Sam Edwards. I'm your host. Thanks so much for joining me on this episode. I greatly appreciate it. We're having an amazing Mariners season. We had an amazing Mariners season, and now I am praying and hoping for an amazing Mariners postseason. I think it's going to be fantastic. Let's get into the weekend recap versus the Dodgers. The Mariners do get swept by the Dodgers. Not great to see. Not what you want leading into the postseason. Is it something to worry about? I don't think so. Both teams had nothing to play for in this series, and the Mariners kept it close. And that's kind of all you can really hope for. Game one, Friday night, they lost that one 2-3 in a obviously super close game, but yeah, very close game. Kirby pitched extremely well. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits given up, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts for Kirby. Fantastic. Bizzardo came in, gave up a run, gave up 2 hits, 1 walk, did strike out 2, but even so, Bizzardo's been giving up some runs lately, and it's not fun. Not fun to see. So hopefully he'll be good to go for the postseason because they really need him to be that rock in the middle of the bullpen. Emmett Sheehan. Emmett Sheehan, yeah, that's the name. He only pitched 1 inning. I didn't know he was going to be an opener. And then they had Justin Robleski come in for with the Dodgers. He pitched 2 innings, 3 hits given up, 3 strikeouts, but no earned runs. They had Will Klein come in next, who pitched an inning and 2/3, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for him. Anthony Banda came in 1 inning and a third, 1 walk, 1 K. The bullpen for the Dodgers was way better than I thought they were going to be. Um, that all that to say, Roki Sasaki came in, the young rookie. He just came off the IL. The young rookie stud looked extremely impressive. Got a powerful fastball, an amazing curveball, and he's got the splitter in the back pocket. He pitched an inning, 2 strikeouts. Cal Raleigh, that strikeout versus Sasaki was really rough, man. Extremely rough. So that's a little scary. They did beat up on Trinan a little bit. He gave up 2 hits, 1 earned run. He did strike out 1, and then Tanner Scott came in for the save for the Dodgers. 1 inning, 2 Ks. Um, not I'm not mad at this game at all. It's a good fight for the Mariners, and the Dodgers are a very good team as well. So I'm totally fine with it. Whatever. Just get past that series and basically just make sure that you're healthy enough for the postseason. And health is going to be something that we're going to cover in a minute. Game two, the Mariners lost 3-5. Gilbert pitched well enough, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and then 5 strikeouts for Logan Gilbert. Logan Evans came in next. 3 innings pitched. Oh, sorry. Wait. Nope. Logan Evans. Sorry. Oh boy, I'm losing it. Evans, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Andres Munoz got roughed up, man. 1 hit, 2 earned runs, 2 walks in the ninth inning. Just could not secure it. Enrique Hernandez doubled down the line, and Michael Conforto scored. Alex Call scored. This is all in the ninth inning off Munoz in game two. So once again, I mean, the Mariners kept it very close, and I think Munoz is going to be fine. I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about Bizzardo. I think they're going to be fine. I think this is just a couple of games where they're getting roughed up by a really, really good offense, and I'm okay with that. It's okay. It's okay. I'm all right with the series. I'm all right with the loss, with the sweep. It's a little sobering, I will say, because I was just so um we were riding high, weren't we? We were cruising through September. And now we just get a little humbled by the Dodgers because the Dodgers didn't have anything to play for either. They're the number 3 seed, and there was no option to go any further. So, and it's not like they were holding off some teams. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Just close games. Not great. Rosarena went 3 for 5 in game two. Polanco had a 3-run homer. Great to see. He also had a walk in that game. Great to see that he's staying hot. And Rosarena is just, yeah, you need to keep him going. Top of the lineup. Need to make sure that he's as fresh as possible. Game three was a little bit worse of a loss, 1-6. Bryce Miller didn't pitch amazing. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits given up, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He did give up 2 home runs, one to Hyseong Kim and the other one to Freddie Freeman. Caleb Ferguson did come in for 2 shutout innings, 3 strikeouts, which is great to see. Spire came in next, 1 inning pitch, did give up 1 home run to Otani. Once again, not super mad about that. It's freaking Otani. He did get 2 strikeouts, Spire. So listen, let's calm down. The freaking Dodgers, they're an all-timer offense. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. Kershaw on the other end, this was his final regular season start. 5 1/3 innings pitched for him, 5 shutout innings, 4 hits, given up 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and then Landon Knack finished off the game for the Dodgers. 3 2/3 innings pitched, only 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 walk given up, 7 strikeouts. Little scary. Keep an eye on him. Um, yeah, didn't know he was that good. Didn't know he was gonna be dealing. Um, but yeah, it definitely felt like the Mariners had like let their foot off the gas for this series. I think they play better when they know they need to get it done, and I think they will in the postseason. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this postseason for the Mariners. It's gonna be fantastic. And let's get into the matchups real quick for the postseason. First, let's go through the seeding real quick because there's definitely been some well, actually, has there been any changes? No, there has been. There has been some changes. Let's start with the AL here. Number one seed is the Blue Jays winning the AL East, technically tying the Yankees for the lead in the AL East. Pardon me. We're gonna clear up the throat passageways. Sorry. Um, is that gross? Is that gross that I said that? Anyways, doesn't matter. Number one seed is Blue Jays. Number two is obviously the Seattle Mariners. They get the bye through the wild card week. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. I'm so happy. Great. Number three is the Guardians, who end up winning their division, beating the Tigers. Incredible. The number four seed is the New York Yankees. Number five is the Boston Red Sox. And number six is the Tigers, the team that was leading their division for like pretty much the entire season until finally September when they collapsed and the Guardians shot up. Um, Similar things have happened in our division as we shot up through September and the Astros collapsed and the Astros are out of the playoffs. Absolutely insane. So crazy. If you told me that they were this close and they missed the playoffs, like it's almost like more believable. Like I'll compare the Astros to the Braves. It's more believable to me that the Braves did what they did because I would have like if you told me the Astros before the season, if you told me the Astros were missing the playoffs, I would have expected that they had a season like the Braves. I would have expected they had a bunch of injuries. The rotation was not half as good as they wanted it to be. The offense was missing a lot of key bats. Jeremy Pena didn't have as good of a season as he did. Things like that. But to be this close and to miss, crazy. I mean, we've seen the Astros just dominate for so long and not anymore. They're out of the postseason. It's awesome. It feels great. It feels really great. On the NL side, the Milwaukee Brewers have had such a better season than I thought they would. Number two is the Phillies. Number three is the Dodgers, who have had a worse year than I expected. Number four is the Chicago Cubs. Number five is the San Diego Padres. And the number six is the shocker team. The freaking Cincinnati Reds beat out the Mets for the final playoff spot in the NL. Crazy turn of events. I mean, the Mets have spent so much money. And listen, I'm not ranking, I'm not. I'm not beating up on Juan Soto. I still think he's an amazing player. They just couldn't get it done. And I would point to the Mets pitching as the thing that just really started to show its true colors, I think, as the season went along. They just couldn't handle it, and the Reds just held on through this amount of time. It's crazy. I mean, I don't really expect the Reds to go super far in the playoffs, but we'll see. Listen, it's the MLB playoffs, man. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Starting tomorrow, Tuesday, that's when our games first start. The wild card series start. Game one of Detroit versus the Guardians. We are going to be playing the winners of this series. I really could go either way between the Tigers and the Guardians, between who I think is going to win. If I had to choose a team that I would rather face, I would rather face the Guardians, strangely enough. I don't think they're as good of a team as the Tigers are, even though they've gotten hot as of late. I would so much rather face the Guardians. Um, yeah, I just don't think their hitting is good enough. And you know what? Maybe this prediction will bite me in the butt. My my expectations going into the Dodgers series, if you guys remember, if you guys checked out Friday's episode last week, I was saying that I thought we could beat up on the bullpen, and the Dodgers gave us a lot of chances to beat up on the bullpen, and we did not. I think I was maybe a little underestimating how much of the Mariners would take their foot off the gas pedal for this series versus the Dodgers, but yeah. So either way, I think we can do enough versus the Guardians, but we're gonna cover all of that. We're gonna be covering every single game of this series, and definitely doing some deep dives on the Guardians and the Tigers, just in case, just so we're prepared if we face, let's say the Tigers win, let's say the Guardians win. I don't know. I could go either way here. I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'll probably have to give a prediction tomorrow. We'll probably have to do that tomorrow. So that one is at 1 o'clock tomorrow on Tuesday on ESPN. The other game one for the NL. Sorry, the other game one. Gosh, they're all game ones for tomorrow. But either way, game one is San Diego versus Chicago on ABC at 3 o'clock tomorrow. That'll be a great series. That'll definitely be one that I got to check in on. Not even just as a Mariners fan, but just as a baseball fan. You got to check in. And then you've got Boston versus New York, the Yankees versus Red Sox. You obviously got to check in on that. That's at 6 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. And then Cincinnati versus the Dodgers at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So that'll be interesting. I think the Dodgers have it in the bag, but listen, Reds could have an amazing story. They could really shock the world and beat the Dodgers. That'd be incredible. And maybe go on a run. I don't know. They've got some they've got some studs. Ellie De La Cruz obviously is the stud. Hunter Green is the stud in the rotation. So maybe they sneak by. I don't see them going any further than that, but anything can happen. It's the freaking MLB playoffs, and I don't want to, it never goes the way you expect it to most of the time. So like we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely gonna be locked in on the Guardians versus Tigers, obviously with the Mariners playing the winner of that series. Their first game of the division series starts on Saturday, this coming Saturday. So just get prepared. We've got a week off. Let's relax a little bit. Let's, watch some other games, just relax a little bit. Watch, see what's going on with Padres versus Cubs, just like enjoy some baseball. Just enjoy some baseball, relax. We've got no stakes here. We're fine. And you know what? I think we can beat the Tigers or Guardians no matter who we face, but which is why I'm like so happy that we're facing one of those teams and not the Yankees or the Red Sox, because I definitely would be a little bit more worried facing those teams in the division series. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, it's freaking baseball, so we'll see. All right, baby. Rest versus rust. Is this bye week a good thing for the Mariners, or will they be rusty? The last time we saw them in the playoffs, we saw them in the wild card series. And you know what? I maybe it did them some favors. They were still able to have Castillo go for the first game, Robbie Ray go for the second game. Um, they didn't miss a beat, and they beat the Blue Jays in 2 games in that wild card series, and then obviously ended up losing to the Astros in a they kept the games close. They kept Oh gosh, I don't want to think about that series. I'm so glad the Astros are out, man. I'm so glad we don't have to face them again. Even though we swept them, like I maybe I wanted to. I don't know. Like it's so satisfying to beat them. Oh gosh. But either way, will they be rusty? Will this rest be, a much needed thing? I err on the side of rest. Give me rest every single time. Now, obviously, you know, there are plenty of magical teams that just, start in the wild card series like the Giants, um, and that just, go on an absolute tear. And yes, that's absolutely fantastic and it's very magical, but the analytical side of my brain is like, we need to rest. We need to rest. And especially the way Brian Wu is. We did finally get an update from Jerry Dipoto on Brian Wu. He's at the pregame for oof. Was it pregame for yesterday's game or Saturday's? Either way. He said they aren't set yet whether Brian Wu will face hitters in simulated games yet this week, but he presumes he will. He said, quote, yesterday the highlight of my day was walking in the training room and Wu had a smile and said, I felt great. So that's good for me. So that's great. That's awesome. Good to see that Wu is feeling great. And hopefully he'll throw in a simulated game and he'll be ready to go for game one. Because listen, man, they need Wu. They need him. They need him to lock down that first game because he's absolutely money when he's on the mound. And yeah, just to set the tone for this Mariners team, they really do. And yeah, I'm my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that first game, especially if we got Woo going. Oh baby, oh man, yeah. So we'll see what happens. I think rest is a good thing for this Mariners team. I don't think they're gonna get rusty. I don't think they're gonna get stale. I think they're gonna be absolutely fine. And I think it's just mainly because they've got so many weapons on offense. The lineup is so deep that I really think that, even if Arozarena looks a little stale, which once again, his playoff performance is like one of the biggest reasons why you get a guy like Randy Arozarena. His postseason performance is absolutely fantastic. He makes so much good contact and he just really gets it done when it matters. And you know what? I think Julio is going to have a great series as well. I think he's going to look good this postseason. I'm so excited with how he's swinging the bat. Um, Especially say like versus the Astros or something like that. That first inning home run to left field over the Crawford boxes, that down and in whatever it was, sinker. Was it a sinker that he homered on? I think he's going to be okay. And I don't think they're going to get rusty. I think this rest can only be a good thing, especially for a guy like Brian Wu. He can pitch in a simulated game, get back on his feet, and be ready to go for game one. And I think it'll only be good for the rest of the team as well. Now, obviously, I think Bryce Miller is going to be coming out of the bullpen, which I think is a good move. Um, 4 innings, what was it? 4 innings, 5 runs? 4 innings, 4 runs versus the Dodgers. 4 innings, 4 earned runs, 2 homers though. It's a little scary. It's a little scary for a guy like Miller that you're, just like a little worried about. And watching that start as well versus the Dodgers, he didn't look the most confident. It looked like he was kind of floating pitches up there. So a little worried. He did get some good swings on some up fastballs, some good four seamers. So we'll see. We'll see if it plays out of the bullpen. I think it can only help him. Um, and if anything, we just have another longer arm in the bullpen. I can give you a couple innings if you need it. Oh baby. Oh my goodness. All right. Final topic here. With the end of the season, we got to talk about the history that this Mariners team has made. It's been such a great season. It was such a good season. And yeah, it's just, perusing online, looking at tweets, and I saw the Mariners PR had posted a blog, and they just listed so many great Mariners records that I just felt like I had to cover here. So shout out to the Mariners PR blog. I appreciate it. Cal Raleigh, obviously the most historic season for the Mariners, broke the Mariners record for home runs in a season. Broke He has the most home runs in a season by a switch hitter, surpassing Hall of Famer Mickey Mantle, who had 54 homers in 1961 with the Yankees. And then he has the most home runs by a primary catcher, surpassing Salvador Perez, who had 48 home runs with the Royals in 2021. Absolutely amazing season for Cal, whether he wins the MVP or not. I've already given my opinion on that. I don't think he should win the MVP. I know. Call me out. Call me not a fan, whatever it is. If he I would love if he did win it though. That'd be amazing. Um but I can't stop the analytical part of my brain. We don't have all of the information about how valuable a catcher is, controlling the run game, and helping your pitcher out and how much of a difference that makes. And it's hard for me to value those intangibles. But either way, sorry, I'm off. I'm off on a tangent. Either way, whether he wins it or not, or whether he deserves to win it or not, Cal Raleigh had a historic season, an amazing season. And I think the home run total can even just distract you from how good of a season he had on both sides of the plate. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Julio finally reached that 30-30 mark. He had 2 steals, um, on, the second game, I believe. He had 2 stolen bases, and, that made him reach 30 stolen bases, so he had a 30-30 season. Um, yeah. Oh my goodness. And then, yeah, he became the first player in franchise history, in the Mariners' history, to record multiple 30-30 seasons, and he's only the second player in MLB history to record multiple 30-30 seasons at age 24 or younger, joining Bobby Witt Jr. That's a stat right there. Oh my goodness. 24 or younger, 2 30-30 seasons. Julio is the man. And listen, yes, he's had some plenty of low moments, moments where you're questioning everything. Going, is he washed? Was it a flash in the pan? No. He's here to stay. He's a stud. He's a stud through and through. And another guy that just had an amazing season, Dan Wilson, definitely should be AL Manager of the Year candidate. Honestly, he should win it. Winning the division, man, Dan deserves it. He does. He took the helm last year, August 22nd, 2024, and he led them to their first divisional title since 2001, their fourth overall in club history. He's the first manager in Mariners history to lead the team to the postseason in his first full season in charge, and just the second manager in club history to win the AL West, joining Mariners Hall of Famer Lou Piniella. What else can you say, man? Dan deserves it. Honestly, if he doesn't win it, it should be. Oof, no, he should win it. Blue Jays, maybe. Blue Jays is a good story. But the Mariners, bro, this history that goes along with this, yeah, they deserve it. Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on this episode. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys back tomorrow. We'll be breaking down the Guardians. We'll be breaking down the Tigers, breaking down that whole series, and staying locked in. All right. Have a good Monday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.